This binary counter is easily tileable, and you can set up a quick UI for it, with some signs and extra lamps like this. When I press this button, it'll go up by 1 value each time, but it'll read out like binary does. So we actually have the 1 spot and the 2 spot here, so we have to add them together to get 3 total. When I hit this a 4th time, it'll go to 4, a 5th time, we get 4 plus 1 to be 5. And we can press this button at any time to reset the whole thing. The whole system's based off of the copper bulbs here. When we press the button, it'll power it and turn them all on in sequence. And each time we press it, it'll turn off this first one. When we press it again, this one will turn on, turning off the next one down the line, and we get this interesting sequence that actually matches with binary. So we have the same thing here. Each time I press the button, the signal will change, and each one is just hooked up to a sticky piston. A comparator also reads out the side and pushes up a target block, so when it's actually up, it'll pull this dust over into it, or the reset line. We have the dust here pointed at the ones that are turned on, but if the block is off, then the target block is down and it won't get reset. That means it'll only turn off the bulbs that are on, and clear the whole thing after the fact. In the actual setup here, we've got another line that sends an extra pulse down afterwards, with a bit of delay, so that it fully resets. You can see that when I press the first button, this bulb actually turns off, even though normally, when we see, it'll actually turn them all on. We want to send an extra pulse there to invert them. You'll see we also have some torches here for the UI to invert them as well, so that it works just fine. These glass blocks are also important. In Java Edition, if this block is powered with dust, it'll actually bud power the piston and can break the whole thing. So on your reset line, just make sure you've got an extra 13 ticks of delay here, and you can send it right back into the first bulb to reset the whole thing. We can press the button as much as we want to count as high as we need to, and press this button to reset them and send in one more pulse to clear them all.